This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field to start this game off. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing...
There he goes to the left. A big play, gets it in into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes. But one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing
He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Thomas. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading Going in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Surging forward on the sneak. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's up. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. With the catch, it's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Berger. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava working that left side now.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Got a man, it's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down to the 32.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
And just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The give to the tailback. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds?
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Rides the back on the option to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Right back to the well. Makes his man miss. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Mateer. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
The Bruins decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds he goes at the 26, and they gobbled up a huge chunk of yardage on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Sooners are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Ott. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they can't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Caught close to the marker, it's Burks. Dragged down, but they'll move the the sticks for a first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to it. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Trying to beat him to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Burks. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our leader.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Maleava. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Tackled on the play at the 31-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Flores.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the run, it's Berger. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The field goal is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's Mateer. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Lots of room. Touchdown Sooners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Working that left side now. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Bruins! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.